It is the new frontline of insecurity. Rising temperatures are fueling food crises globally. If we continue like this, it is estimated that if the planet warms by more than 2 degrees, almost 200 million more people could face food insecurity. And this threatens our entire Sustainable Development Agenda, not just SDG 2 on zero hunger. Hunger and poverty are also drivers of displacement. When families are forced to move because of lack of food. And in turn, large-scale displacement puts pressure on neighboring states, straining resources and testing governance, and often driving further insecurity. Thus begins a vicious circle. Climate insecurity leads to hunger and poverty spur displacement and conflict deepens hunger and poverty once more. Yet, on the positive side, we still have it in our power to reduce each future ton of CO2 emissions, to change course now. Fighting the climate crisis and ending hunger and poverty is not merely an act of charity. It is a matter of security and self-interest for all countries. And that brings me to my second point. This second World Summit for Social Development reminds us that in order to tackle these multi-dimensional issues, so too must our solutions and agendas be multi-dimensional and interconnected. The Doha Declaration, as well as the SDGs, call for holistic strategies because we cannot solve hunger in isolation from health, or poverty without addressing inequality, especially in education, or climate action without ensuring decent work. They are not separate 17 goals, but rather an integrated framework where advancement in one area accelerates progress in others. And these are not siloed agendas. They all underscore that human security is the foundation of global security. Therefore, our most important task here in Doha, as well as next week at the Climate COP in Belém and throughout the whole 80th session of the General Assembly in New York, is to defend and recommit to this vision and so truly solve these cross-regional issues in a cross-regional manner. Because in our deeply interconnected world, no country or region can secure its interest in isolation. From energy security to supply chains to conflict mediation. Take, for example, the attacks by the Houthis on cargo ships in the Red Sea that led to a heavy reduction in shipping traffic here in Gulf ports, but also manufacturing lines that stood still in Europe. Or the other way around, when due to Russian invasion of Ukraine, cargo ships full of grain could not leave the port of Odessa in the Black Sea, leading to food insecurity and exploding food crises also here in this region, as in many other parts of the world. These crises remind us that in this race to fight hunger and poverty, we are not competing against each other. We are running together. And a chain reaction that trips up one region will slow us all down. Which brings me to my third point. Recommitting to the SDGs means filling the $4 trillion resourcing gap and reflecting these commitments in new trade agreements, in technology transfers, and in partnerships that create truly sustainable growth and not only benefit the few. Because we know that one of the biggest problems is not the money as such, but rather how and